If you're a parent and you're listening, can you answer the following question? Is your 18-year-old adult enough to leave your home? What is your answer to that? So often we can't wait until our kids get to 18. We tell them, I can't wait for you to leave. How prepared is that child to go out in the world? Have you prepared that child? Your adult children, as you call them at 18, they're simply not ready. This is a time of their lives when you should be teaching them everything that you know and all about your experiences. Instead of telling them, I can't wait for you to leave home. This is another phase of life of raising them. There are two phases of raising your children. You have from birth until they get to 18. And then after 18, that's a whole new story. Because this is when they need another type of direction from you. They need to know how to navigate life, how to date, how to control their money, how to control their emotions, things that they should avoid and things that they should do. They need you every step of the way. This is the most critical stage of their lives because any mistake they make right now, it may ruin the next 20 years of their lives. That's why you see so many kids, I still call them kids, at 18, they go out and they start a family because guess what? They were told by their parents that they are now adults. So they think that as long as I have a relationship, I get intimate, I am now an adult because my parents said so. I have seen so many young people out there just floating around as if they have no destination, trying to navigate life, making mistakes that can ruin their entire lives. And you wonder, do you have a parent? Do you have a guardian? Is there someone there to teach you? Tell me something. If you were taught some of the things that you made mistake on before you did, wouldn't life be easier for you? So why do so many parents think it's time for you, my kid, to figure it out on your own? If you love your kid, that's not the way to do it. No good parent would want their kid to suffer as they do. So if you are listening and you're in this situation where you're just dying to get your kids out of the house, they are not ready unless they're grown people and they're still living there depending on you, eating out your food, depending on you to give them money and all of that. No, that is not the case I'm talking about here. But if you have younger children who are turning 18 years old, now it's the time to teach them everything about life. They're going to want to know how to rent an apartment, how to invest, how to budget, how to get by and make the right decisions. Yes, it is important for children or young people to make mistakes on their own, and believe me, they will. But there are certain basic things that you must teach them before they leave your home. And sometimes even after they leave your home, they still need you. You see, the day when you conceive that child, you made a contract with that child to be his or her parent for the rest of their lives. So even when you're 100-year-old and that child is 50-year-old, don't think you stop being a parent because that child is now 50 years old. No, you will always be a parent. That's a permanent contract that cannot be broken. That will stay in effect forever. Tell me something. Why are parents telling their children, I can't wait for you to leave at 18 years old? Is it that you're tired of taking care of them? And are you saying it so they can hear it? How would you feel if someone keeps telling you to leave, or I can't wait for you to leave? Your home is their home too. By law, by right. That's where their home is. That's the only home they know. You're their only source of comfort and security. Getting up every day and say, get out, I want you to go, it means that this child is overbearing or they're simply a burden on you. You're either tired of spending on them or they're taking too much of your valuable time. Let me tell you something. Your valuable time is theirs also. That's your kid. That's your baby. They need you. Let me share with you all the things you should be getting your kid ready for before you actually allow them to leave your home. And believe me, if you find that even at 20, they don't show any sign that they're totally ready, they haven't mastered your subjects, and that's the parenting subjects, it means they still have a few more years to go with you. So sit tight. Let me get ready to share with you things that you need to teach your children before they leave your home at whatever age you think they're ready to go. At 18 years old, most young people are getting ready to go to college, or some they're getting trained in a skill to get a job, or if not, they're already looking for a job. But did you know that most young people, they don't even know how to operate on an interview? Now that's where you come in, mommy or daddy, where you need to teach them how to operate on an interview. What do you do when you enter the building? How do you present yourself? The next is you need to teach them how to save or control their finances. You need to teach them how to prioritize what is important from what is not important. They need to know this before they leave your home. They also need to know how to balance social life with work life. It's two different things. They need to know that. And you can teach them this just by talking with them, having a chat with them. That will do so much good. The other is you need to teach them how to manage stress and stressful, unexpected situations. That is just a part of life. They will face this. How will they deal with it? Some young people, without the proper guidance, without knowing that someone is there to talk to, or there is someone there who have their backs, they turn to drug, they turn to alcohol, they turn to violence, and so many other destructive behavior. You need to deal with that before they actually go. You need to study your child's behavior, your child's personality, to know that if they're prone to any of these things, then you know if you need to get counseling for that child, or if there is any other thing you can do to help that child to control those feelings. The other is helping them to learn responsibilities. And when I say that, if you have an 18-year-old living in your home, and if they're working, you need to actually give them something to pay for. It may just be a utility bill, or something that is manageable for them, and they have to pay for that if they're working. This way, they learn responsibilities and how to pay a bill and how to make sure that bill is paid on time, because your social security number is attached to it. So you have to teach them all of these things to know that if you don't pay this bill, then your credit will go bad. So you're getting them prepared slowly but surely to step out in this wide world. I think I am at the end of this video. There is so much more to say on this topic, but let me just cut it right here. And I hope you can take away something from what I have said. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Ring that notification bell, comment, and share. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.